My name is Justin Swansberg. Today, I'm going to walk you through a demo of the DataRobot platform. DataRobot helps organizations integrate AI into their core business processes to maximize impact and minimize risk. Our platform unifies how teams build, operate, and govern both predictive and generative AI pipelines at scale. In particular, I'll show you how you can leverage our platform to solve a real business problem, creating a highly personalized email campaign to increase conversion rates. For the purposes of this demo, I'll be playing the role of a data scientist at a large telecommunications company focused on upselling additional call plan types. The application you'll see nicely showcases how you can combine both predictive and generative models to deliver a solution not possible with either alone. Imagine a predictive model that recommends the next best offer for each customer once per month. Typically, all customers for whom upsell A is the best offer will get the same email communication. But what if each email could be tailored to the individual customer? Well, that's exactly what we'll do. In addition to proposing the upsell, our emails will be personalized for length and tone and include details from each customer's record. The demonstration you're seeing here uses a predictive model to predict what the next best offer is for each customer, and then a generative model to write an email customized just for them. Lastly, we'll stand up a customer chatbot that can help answer any follow-up questions about our recommended call plans. This app is one of our many AI solution templates. These templates are prepackaged turnkey solutions that can quickly and easily be applied to your data. Since most AI applications often require stitching together and orchestrating dozens of independent services, we wanted to make the overall process as painless as possible. No need to manually rebuild out the required data connectors, wrangling recipes, modeling blueprints, generative models, deployments, or even guard models every time you want to tackle a net new use case. All you have to do is adapt the few nodes you want to update, and our automation will handle the rest. What you're seeing here is our next best offer application hosted on the DataRobot platform. This lets users easily test out a variety of different strategies before promoting the final application to production. To start, let's select a customer and hit Submit. This will kick off the process we just reviewed, beginning with predicting the next best call plan to offer our customer. You can see the current plan details on the right and the predicted next best offer below. You can also see the many reasons we think this customer will be a great fit for our international call plan. We call these our prediction explanations. They break down the reasoning behind each prediction in a way that's easy to understand. From here, DataRobot will incorporate this prediction along with the explanations and the settings we have configured off to the left to create a tailored email offering. After we've finished, you can see that we've incorporated many of the explanations directly into the text so that it's as personalized and compelling as possible. Since these processes are often iterative, we also calculate metrics to help users understand the effectiveness and appropriateness of each email. Users can provide their own feedback with a simple thumbs up or thumbs down, or they can rely on our automated assessments. Importantly, DataRobot lets you author and track whatever metrics you would like. You can either choose from our gallery of off-the-shelf metrics, or simply choose to create your own. Here we can see that the email was highly readable and had a short reading time. It was complete and did not contain any placeholders or unfinished text. We have high confidence that the information is accurate and hallucination-free. The sentiment is positive, and the email was likely to convert. Once I'm satisfied, I can schedule the creation of emails across my entire customer base and kick off my integration with Marketo. You can probably imagine that once these emails are sent out, your customers may have follow-up questions about each call plan. For this, we've also created a customer chatbot that leverages an enterprise-grade RAG pipeline built in DataRobot. Users can interact with our chatbot in natural language and ask follow-up questions such as, what are a few of the international call plan benefits? Importantly, every interaction with our system will be logged through DataRobot's MLOps, so we'll always be able to revisit past conversations and monitor the type of questions being asked. We're even able to click into the citations to understand the exact context shared with our language model. For safety and security, we've implemented strict intervention and moderation measures to ensure that our bot acts and is used appropriately. These include safeguards to prevent the disclosure of PII, block prompt injections, and limit the scope to questions to call plans. For example, if I ask, my family and I live in Jacksonville, Florida, is the voicemail plan available there? You can see this is successfully detected as PII and caught in transit before any sensitive information is ever disclosed and sent outside our network. Similarly, we can ask our chatbot to forget its instructions and offer a discount. Again, you can see that DataRobot detects this jailbreak attempt and blocks the request. Once our chat application goes live, we're going to want to monitor all the activity in real time. For this, we can head on over to our MLOps dashboard. Consider this your centralized command center where you can monitor, manage, and govern all of your organization's deployments from a single unified pane of glass. The best part is that the models don't need to have been built in DataRobot in order to be tracked. In fact, they don't even need to be running on our platform. They can be deployed in any external environment, and we can still provide the same level of real-time visibility and moderation. Here we can see that I'm currently managing 14 models and actively tracking their service health, data drift, and accuracy. Let's double-click into our email generation deployment to see what's been happening. We start on an overview tab that captures all the metadata we want to track relevant to a particular deployment, including the history of changes and updates to help you track the deployment's evolution. From here, we can head over to the Monitoring tab, where we land on the Service Health page. This highlights the number of emails we've generated over time and their associated latency. To get an even more detailed view, though, we can click into our custom metrics. Here is where we can see all the different metrics we're monitoring and compare them to a baseline. We allow users to track business metrics like the number of emails sent, average conversion rates, and ROI, in addition to the language model-specific metrics like faithfulness and correctness. You can quickly see we're doing better in some categories and worse in others. Some of these likely warrant a deeper look. For this, we can drill down into the actual prompts and responses to get a more complete picture. Here, for example, is the most recent email and the values of all our custom metrics. Now we've seen what the final application looks like and how to monitor it. What about building it? Let's work backward and understand how to create each of those components in the DataRobot platform. We'll start in our main use case directory, where we can click into our next best offer use case. Here, users can see all the different assets we'll need to create and combine to bring these apps to life. The first step is to create our multi-class predictive model. We'll need to begin with our data and perform some standard ETL and data prep in our wrangling tool. DataRobot's wrangling functionality allows users to run jobs on our platform or optionally push down all the compute to other data warehouses such as Snowflake, Databricks, BigQuery, and others. You can see that I've already added a recipe allowing me to create a new column and to clean up the data. This recipe can then be automatically reused at prediction time each time we need to regenerate a new recommendation. Once we're happy with the data, we'll kick off the modeling step. That's as simple as selecting the modeling option from the dropdown and configuring our settings. Once we're ready, we can hit Next and kick off the modeling process. After a few minutes, DataRobot will have built dozens of models on our leaderboard and ranked them from the most accurate to the least. We can then click into the top ranked model to view the recipe and understand the key drivers. If we want to better compare and contrast performance across models, we can also click into our comparison screen to see any two models side by side. Once we select an appropriate model, we can also do some further due diligence in our no-code app. This will allow users to create new what-if scenarios to better understand how the value of different features impacts our predictions. It'll also allow them to quickly run optimizations that can better inform our email campaign. Of course, the predictive model is just one part of the puzzle. We also need to build our generative AI. For now, we're going to focus on the RAG application. We've jumped over to our LLM playground where we can create our chat experience. To start, we're going to create a new LLM blueprint and select our model. DataRobot offers a variety of models out of the box, batteries included, for testing. As a user, all I need to do is select my model, attach a vector database, and optionally add a system prompt. Once that's done, I'm all set to save the configuration and start asking questions. Let's test out our new blueprint and ask if our daytime call plan offers unlimited calling. You can see we get back an answer along with the associated metrics. This is just a single model though. How do we know it's the best? Choosing the right model and settings is often one of the more time-consuming and tricky pieces of getting a generative AI project right. For this, we make it just as easy to compare different generative approaches as we do predictive ones. We can take a look at our comparison tab that lets us select different pipelines and compare and contrast their answers. You can see that each time we generate an answer, We also report a variety of metrics to help us assess the response. In fact, you can calculate scores that report aggregated metrics across all of the chats to better understand each blueprint's performance. We can even generate synthetic question and answer pairs from our vector database so that we have ground truth answers to better evaluate each pipeline's accuracy. Configuring which options to show up is as simple as just toggling them on and off. After we've built our models, we need to save them in our registry. Our registry is a centralized catalog of all of our modeling assets that's governed and easily accessible. You can see a variety of registered models, including a number of guard models, as well as both open source and closed source language models. Many of these come pre-populated by default in your DataRobot environment. For each of them, you can click in to review the versions and link out to underlying model assets. You can see the code and view exactly how the model was created. You can review a trace log of the actions and updates, and view all of the evaluation and guard models attached. This is key to ensuring solid governance. To wrap up, we can click into our Applications tab, where we'll see the various apps we have access to, including the one that we began the video with. Just click on Open, and we're right back where we started. Hopefully this quick walkthrough was helpful and gave you a sense of the power of combining both generative and predictive AI while showcasing some of our new DataRobot functionality. Thanks for watching.